Wondering about her looks, Tally, a young girl, is now living in an isolated rooms together with the other young human beings. Suddenly, Nose, her best friend, arrived at her room, and together they watch the other humans celebrating on the other side, called Pretties. Meanwhile, Tally and Nose excitedly rush to the conference area, as it is Nose's time to become one of the Pretties, because in this city humans below 16 is considered as uglies, and as they aged 16 they undergoing a surgery to become pretty. Being apart to her best friend, Tally misses him so much, and chat him to go to their meeting place. She jumps out from her room and go to the place, but Nose didn't come, so Tally decided to go into the pretty's place. As she slowly went around, she found a mask and wear it for her not to be noticed. As she wear the mask, she found out that it can turn her into pretty. Finally, Tally found her best friend somewhere in the party and went on to him full of joy. Only to find out that it's never be her known best friend anymore. Tally runs fast and grab a bungee suit and jump from the building, since she's been noticed by the security and chase her. Luckily, a girl named Shay comes and save her from the authority. They landed safely and successfully escaped the searching authority. Soon after, they become close friends and started talking about their dream lives and teach her to ride a hoverboard. But this time Shay decided to take different path and say goodbye to Tally as she will soon undergo the surgery. Tally is worrying since she is the only one left in the group that wasn't called. A man approached her and bring her to the superior of the city. The superior asked her about her best friend Shay, what she knows about since she vanished. At night, her best friend Nose arrived and convinced her to help them find where Shay's location is. Given her Shay's instruction, Tally agreed to the superior's request and she started to do the quest. She rides the woods extremely with her hoverboard with the help of teachings from Shay. While she continued her journey, with her hoverboard crossing a river in between the cliffs, she found a field full of lovely flowers and finds her rest a while. On the other side, Nose is undergoing a surgery. Suddenly Tally wakes up with the burning flame engulfing the field of flowers, when stranger appears and save her. Coming out that this is the place that Shay is referring to. Reunited, Shay carries Tally around to show her what they being onto. She found out that they were the ones that involved in burning the flowery fields. Accidentally, the pulley pushed Shay at the back, causing her to fall from the chopper. Tally immediately jumped to save her friend, but suddenly an enemy comes and tries to capture them. But they successfully escaped and managed to go back home. The villagers blamed Tally since happens only after her arrival. At night, she is bothering by her thoughts. She get up and walk around. A very lucky girl saw a naked man bathing on the stream, but she hesitated and pretend to be it's nothing. They started the day visiting David's parents' place. While wandering around, a villager saw Tally and told her that she's not supposed to be there. Night comes, they celebrate and welcome Tally by dancing, drinking, and serve delicious foods. On the other day, David teaches Tally how to use bow and arrow while he's holding her both hand and aiming at the target. That's why Tally, from being amateur, immediately hit the bullseye. Suddenly, villager arrived with a wounded girl attacked by the enemy, and accused Tally that it's because of her, but she helped willingly. Meanwhile, they come to David's parents' house to visit them and clarify about the superior's accusation and enlighten Tally of what is truly happened. She burned the necklace that gave her by the superior, and sweet romance happened between her and David, not knowing that the necklace contains a tracker that activated by the fire. Enemy arrives in the morning, burning and chasing the villagers. The villagers fights back, protecting their society, but the enemy's force is stronger with Tally's best friend Nose. The superior shows demanding for David and killed his father because of its resistance. Tally begged for mercy, but the enemy's heart is so hard and ignored her. That's why Tally got a plan and grabbed the crossbow and blow a cabin, causing David to have a chance to escape, and the superior let them go as she think that they will come willingly. The village is ravaged and David is blaming Tally that she is the reason for what had happened. But Tally got a plan and convinced David to join her and able to rescue their people. They manage to go to the city and Tally finds help from her friends in the area to take the attention of the city and starts to get into the facility. They fight the enemy inside and manage to recover their friends, but her friend Shay is nothing there. So Tally decided to find her but realized that it's too late. It turns out that the surgery is only brainwashing the victims and Shay is already one of them. Tally and friends decided to trick the superior to willingly undergo a surgery, but it's only part of their plan. A chopper came and burned the room without hurting them since they are inside of the surgery encasing. The superior fled and they managed to get out and David got the antidote for the brainwashed person. Meanwhile, on their way back, Nose is waiting for them at the top of the building to stop and capture them. Tally calmly approached to him and tried to convince him to turn back as her best friend. But Nose tried to hurt her, that's why David charged onto him and they had a fight. Accidentally Tally pushed him, causing him to fall into a huge falls and gone. They managed to go back home with Shay and tried to use an antidote to her, but Shay hesitated as she already been brainwashed. They can't do it in an unwilling individual, that's why Tally decided to come along to the enemy and undergo a surgery for them to become the host for the antidote.